Viewer discretion is advised. What's going on, guys? Ro here, back with another video. Today hopping into American Truck Simulator for Worldwide Trucking. And yeah, it's been a while, but hey, the New Mexico DLC is here, and so let's give it a shot. I'm actually currently in Flagstaff, Arizona. I've already been to New Mexico, but I figured, you know what, I need to get a lot of topics out of the way, so I'm going to need a little bit of a longer drive. So I'm going to go from Flagstaff, Arizona, down to, come on, where am I going to? How about Roswell, New Mexico? How about that? Let's go there. Right off the bat, game wants me to make a right-hand turn out of this lot. Now, I'm not sure if you realize what I'm pulling, but that is not, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and make a left turn, and we'll figure it out from there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Shall we? Oh, geez, this is so sketch. There we go. There we go. No real difficulty there. No biggie. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to drive. Ooh, cutting it close with traffic there. But, yeah, it's good to be back in American Truck Simulator for a bit. Like I said, it's been a while, and after I get this video out, I'm probably going to be switching to ATS 2 for a bit. For Worldwide Trucking, just because ATS 2 is supposed to be half of the fucking series, and I haven't actually been playing any ATS 2. So, yeah, come on. Really? Already with the speeding tickets. I mean, to be fair, I was going 14 over, so understandable. Oh boy. Come on, brakes. What are you doing? Alright. If I can safely get out of here. Crossing the train tracks. Oh man, it's crazy. I'm not sure if you could tell, but feeling a little bit under the weather. And that's actually, I'm probably about at the best that I could be, to be honest. I was super sick the past few days. Had to actually call out of work. Which was pretty not great, you know. I'm not going to say I enjoy work, but I prefer not to call out. I even went to work on Thursday sick, and let me tell you, that was a mistake. That was awful. I felt just dead. So, yeah, I decided, you know what? I want to call in and let them know that I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, it's good to be back on the road, and like I said, I got a few topics, so let's not waste any more time. As you could probably, I don't know if you could tell. You probably can't, to be honest, but I actually have a new microphone, so audio quality may be a little bit better, a little bit worse. I'm not really sure. So my old microphone was an Audio-Technica AT2020 USB Plus, which, as you could probably tell from the title, is a USB microphone. Whereas the microphone I am using now is a Blue Spark, and it is actually an XLR microphone connected to a mixer, which then plugs into my computer via USB. But the mixer is kind of key here, because that way I don't have to worry about using software to, edit how my voice comes out. It's done live with hardware with the mixer. For the mixer, I actually have a Behringer Q502 USB. Which is really nice. It's very simple, very popular. It's actually one of the best-selling products musically on Amazon. That Crown Vic just passed by with no lights on. That's it's a little sketchy. But yeah, and of course, this microphone is not just any microphone you could get off the off the interwebs. No, this one has actually signed and shipped by the Northern Alex. Pretty good dude, part of Code Zero, and an amazing streamer, content creator, and inspiration. Glad to be a part of his moderator team as well. And yeah, he makes some amazing streams. If you haven't checked him out, feel free to do so. Highly recommend it, especially if you're into simulations like this. He's really a simulator guy. I mean, he is part of DOJ, so you're gonna see DOJ content on there. But for the most part, his channel mainly hovers around simulations. So, you're looking at ATS, ETS2. You're looking at flight sims. You're looking at train sims even. So, yeah, a lot of great content. I mean, sometimes on his down nights, where he doesn't really know what to play, or he just wants to step away from everything else, he plays a bit of RimWorld, which is an awesome game as well. Yeah, very entertaining guy, and I would gladly say check him out. All I can really say. Yeah, no, it's a different experience, having a new microphone. I mean, I've switched between microphones a few times now. Just during my time on the channel. When I started on the channel, I actually used to record my videos, my audio, my voice, with my old iPhone. It was an iPhone 6. Used to just open that voice memos app and start recording, and it was that easy. But obviously, audio quality was not at the greatest, and so I decided, you know what, I'm going to step it up. I ended up getting an Audio-Technica ATR 2500, which lasted me about a year and a half, I believe, before it died. So that's when I picked up the Audio-Technica AT2020 USB Plus, and that's been doing me solid for the past few months. But I decided, you know what, step it up to XLR, step it up to getting a mixer. It's a little bit more of a professional setup, a little bit more control, hardware-wise and less software-wise. And yeah, that's why I ended up going with this mic. So, yeah, it's great. I've done a little bit of experimenting, but not very much. So, I mean, I have no experience with XLR microphones or mixers or any of that nonsense. So this is a whole new thing for me, and I'm taking it slowly, just trying things here and there. We'll see how it comes out. But yeah. By the way, I noticed something a little odd. You might notice throughout this video, you'll see it saving in the upper left-hand corner. Yeah, that's new. That was not there before. I'm not sure what's up with that. That's with the latest update to ATS. So, yeah, I guess it now indicates when it's auto-saving. The problem with that is it auto-saves a lot, so you're gonna see it up there a lot. I think it auto-saves like every 30 seconds to a minute, something like that. Yeah, but anyway, on to the next topic. I actually went and saw a couple of my favorite producers a couple weeks ago. I saw them on October 26th, and no, not 26th, 25th. My bad. And yeah, I'm sure you know their names just from being on this channel before, because I've featured their music before. But Barely Alive and Virtual Riot. Couple of amazing dudes from Disciple Recordings. Make some dubstep, make some rhythm, make some melody type of stuff. And yeah, it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. Got to see him live and got to be up close and personal. Even got to take a picture with them, which was pretty awesome. So obviously this is the part where I post a clip of a video that I took, and hopefully there's a couple ways. Either I fixed the audio, because recording when I was so close to the speakers was an awful idea. Either I find a way to fix the audio, or I patch the actual song track over the video instead. But either way, here's a clip.
Going down. Basement.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it was an amazing experience. I went to a show a while back in like February or March. I went to see Hero Bust. You know, got to meet and greet with him. Had him sign my hat, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. Definitely wild, and maybe not the healthiest thing to do, but I've, you know, since when do I pay attention to my health, right? But yeah, I'm planning on going and seeing a few more producers at the same club next month in December on the 6th. So that's hopefully going to be fun. I was supposed to go to a show this weekend, but unfortunately being sick kind of halted that plan. Was going to see Riot 10, but oh well. But yeah, on the 6th of December, I am seeing Schism, Megalodon, and Primer, I think, is going to be there. So, yeah, really good DJs. Really good producers, I should say. So, that's definitely going to be fun. And, yeah, it was just definitely amazing being able to meet Barely Alive and Virtual Riot. A couple of inspiring, young, talented producers. It was awesome. But, yeah, on to the next topic. Speaking of inspiration and stuff, fun fact, Barely Alive's logo is actually what inspired my original robot logo. This was before the Fox. This was before, you know, the whole Flominel name kicked back in. This was back when the Vectro name got revealed, or a little bit after, I think, is when I came up with the face idea. But the eyes have always been around, you know, even though switching to the Fox, the eyes have always been around. That little notch, like top center on the head, has always been around. But I don't know. I've been really happy with my current logo, but I decided I want to give my Fox a little bit of a refresh, a little bit, you know, I want to make it feel a little bit more complete. And so right now I actually have a new design making its rounds. I'm not going to preview it here. I want it to be kind of staying in certain groups. Oh boy. Yep. Thank you. I noticed that way stations are a little bit broken. Like, it's going to tell me that I'm able to pass, but that message is actually not going to go away. That was a weird thing that I noticed, unfortunately. But anyway, like, yeah, right now I want to keep it down to certain people that have access to the new logo. I need, you know, feedback, and it's going to be making its rounds. VIPs will eventually have a say in it. But I'm hoping that it will release to the public and be actually publicly known in, hoping next month. I'm hoping I was thinking end of this month, but I'm thinking I might want to switch it up to the beginning of the year. Beginning of 2018. That's what I kind of got in mind. So, we'll see. We'll definitely see about that. How much farther do I have? Geez, 7 hours. That's awesome. A long ways to go. And a lot to talk about, my god. But, yeah. But anyway, I mean, hey, Worldwide Trucking is back, right? And, I don't know why that bullet point on my note is not where it belongs. It's way too far down the list. I pretty much covered all that. But, what I will say is Worldwide Trucking is going to be picking up in frequency. Because it is supposed to be kind of a series regular. And unfortunately, or not a series regular, but a channel regular. And the problem with that is recently my channel's kind of fallen off. I haven't really been doing very many videos, and unfortunately that means the frequency of pretty much anything besides clips have gone down. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping that Worldwide Trucking picks up a little bit more in frequency, getting more videos out, switching, of course, between ATS and ETS2, just because those are both supposed to be part of the series. And of course, because there's going to be more videos, the way it's got to work is I'm going to have to shorten videos. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if this is going to... I'm not really sure if this is actually going to affect Worldwide Trucking specifically, because I know that Worldwide Trucking is kind of one of those things where it's like, that's usually when I need to discuss topics, get things out of my head. And so shortening videos maybe not a good idea for Worldwide Trucking, but I know it is going to affect other series. We'll have to see. And of course, that's obviously going to apply to the San Andreas franchise, which is, San Andreas Law is back, right? Like that's now very clear. San Andreas Law came back actually a couple of weeks ago during a live stream, but there wasn't really an announcement for the live stream, so nothing really went down during the live stream. It was really quiet. Ended up being kind of just a live half-ass recording, honestly, is what it came out as. Okay, man. You want to maybe go the speed limit? I mean, the speed limit is 75 miles an hour. You are going 40. It kind of sucks, man. Stuck behind you. But anyway. But, with San Andreas Law being back, the whole San Andreas franchise kind of is changing. I'm going to be thinking about new music. Obviously, you know that San Andreas Wanted and San Andreas Drive have combined into the San Andreas Life series, which will premiere, I want to say this coming week, but maybe next week. We'll see. I have to see how busy I'm going to be with work, how good I'm feeling, and what I have to record. Because, yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to get that series out. Come on, what is going on here, man? Can you go the speed limit? Can you go maybe 10 under the speed limit? You don't have to go 30 under the speed limit. You could go a little higher than that. But, yeah, and I mean, there is the potential for shorter videos for, the San Andreas franchise. And I am definitely looking into shortened intros. Like I said earlier, there's going to be a change in music for San Andreas Law. Because like I said, I want a shorter intro. I don't want to have a couple of clips, roll the intro, and by the time we get into the actual video, it's been a minute. Like, that's a little too long. So I feel like there should be more content, less of that crap, I guess. But yeah, we'll definitely have to. We're gonna have to see, because there's a lot of experimenting that has to be done, and yeah, I don't know. At this point, I really don't. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to kind of brainstorm, and so while I'm definitely very interested in improving the series, I honestly have to look at all the ways that I can do it and figure out how I'm actually going to do it. And yeah, I mean, San Andreas Law is probably going to have a few live streams too, because with live streams being back, there was an OBS update that actually fixed things. It's going to be interesting trying to juggle everything, especially as me trying to come back. I don't know. There's a lot of stress behind it too, but honestly, what is life without stress? So, why are we going so slow? Look at this. I'm getting passed by... Oh my god. Damn, look at that Mac. Just passed by us. I gotta say, this game looks pretty awesome with this, with this new DLC. Whoops. Hitting a little bit of rumble strip action back there. Let's not do that. Come on, man. Can you please just go faster? Not asking for much, man. Just, a little quicker. Maybe get off at this exit and never come back. No? Okay. Understood. But, for live streams, I was originally I was thinking once a week, but again, that's going to depend on a lot of things. What I have to record, what my work schedule is like, what my sleep schedule is like, you know, how tired I am on my days off, because, yeah. Like I said, just there's a lot to consider here. And if I do end up doing once a week, that's not going to include Life is Strange Before the Storm, because Life is Strange Before the Storm is in a live stream exclusive, really. I mean, the first episode of Life is Strange Before the Storm was actually recording, because at the time I wasn't able to live stream because of OBS issues. Whereas now, you know, I'm able to stream, so I want to kind of switch back into the flow of being able to stream that game as it comes out, as each episode comes out. Now, there's only 2 more episodes left for Life is Strange Before the Storm. There's episode 3, which is the last one for the main story, and then there's episode 4, which is a bonus episode for people who have the deluxe edition. Obviously, I have the deluxe edition, so we're going to be playing that. So that one's going to be, you know, not included in the whole once a week thing. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's just, like I said, a lot to consider, a lot on the table, and changes got to be made somewhere. We just got to figure out what and how. We already have the why, right? And it's crazy to think that my channel's been around for 3 years already. Like this month, at the end of this month, on the 7th? 24th? Something like that. 3 years. It's crazy. Been around a while. But, it's been a hell of a journey. I don't plan on quitting either. Alright, none of that BS that I was talking a while back. But I will say, it is time for a new channel trailer, because, you know, the last channel trailer I had was in 2015, and it got taken down by YouTube. No warning, no nothing. I didn't get, like, a copyright strike. I didn't get a community strike. I don't know what happened. That video just disappeared. And so I was like, fine, whatever, I'll make a new one. And then I never got around to a new one. So I definitely need something that speaks my channel. I need something that really highlights what my channel is about. You know, what viewers really expect and enjoy. You know, what really sets my channel the way it is. What makes it the way it is. And I was hoping that I could actually get some feedback from you guys, the viewers, for this, because my channel wouldn't be around without you guys. And so I'll be damned if I'm not going to let you have a say in it. I mean, a channel trailer is kind of an important part of a channel. It's supposed to be that way to prove your worth, to let the new guys know, hey, oh my lord, why? You know, I probably... Was that a sign back there that said make a left into the left lane? Pretty sure it was. God damn it. Alright. And it looks like nobody is in that left lane at the moment, so we're gonna friggin' go. Jesus Christ. That could have been bad. But anyway, as I was saying before that traffic accident, you know, I mean, a channel trailer is an important part of a channel. You know, it's a way to prove your worth, show what you're about, and draw in the new people. So I feel like no one knows my channel better than the people who subscribe to it, who have a reason to stick around. Because me, I'm coming up with stupid shit and posting it, and you guys are like, alright, let's watch it. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know. I feel like that's something that you guys, as the viewers, should have influence on. And I do plan to create that trailer over the next month and a half and release it as my first video of 2018. That's my idea. That's the general concept of what needs to go down with that trailer idea. And speaking of next year, I mean, whew, let me tell you, every year there is a chopping block, right? There's a chopping block. Every year there's a series that's like, you know what? This series doesn't need to be around any longer. And so it gets killed off at the end of the year, makes room for something new at the beginning of the next year, right? A couple years ago, I killed off The Long Dark. That got replaced by, I don't even recall what. But yeah, the Long Dark was on the chopping block, I think twice, actually. From what I can remember, the Long Dark was actually killed off twice. Last year, we saw the end of my Liberty Law series, which was a mini-series because Rockstar managed to update GTA 4 out of nowhere, completely blindsided the GTA 4 modding community. Which, by the way, it's been a year now. Still, no scripts are working with the newest game version for GTA 4. Still. I mean, Rockstar just kicked us right where it hurt. And I don't know if we're ever going to get back up from it. GTA 4 is a dying game. I mean, it always was a dying game. And it was those mods that kept it alive. You update the game and you remove that ability to mod. Well then. You got no one playing your game now. Congrats, Rockstar. You just played yourself. But anyway, like I said, there's a chopping block every year. You know, 2014, 2015, that was... Actually, I don't think 2014 had a chopping block because the series just... Or the channel just started. So 2015, you know, the chopping block for 2015 was The Long Dark. Actually, I think there were 2 series that were killed off. I think one of them was actually LCPDFR. 2016, we saw the end of... I don't even remember. There's so much that has changed with my channel that it's hard to keep track now. But here's something new. 2018, or well, 2017's chopping block. Nothing. I got nothing. I'm actually pretty happy with what I have to offer on the channel right now. You know, Ghost Recon Wildlands every once in a while, Rainbow Six Siege taking a huge presence. And of course, clips. Those are going to keep coming out. Speaking of those clips, you know, those are going to happen. I mean, what ends up happening... The reason that I came up with clips is those are fillers, basically. Those are things that happen when I'm not really recording. I mean, obviously I'm recording because how else would you see it, right? Well, that's the magic of NVIDIA Share, or also known as Shadow Play, is instant replay. And that's how I do it. That's how those clips come to light. You know, those are how I end up having those. And it's pretty great. It's nice and convenient. Hit a couple buttons and it saves the last 10 minutes. Right? It's the same thing that your Xbox or your PS4 does. It just saves the last bit of time that it's had saved up in its memory. And yeah, I mean, clips are going to keep happening because a lot of hilarious things happen when I play Siege or, you know, GTA 5 or ATS even. So, yeah, I mean, I've heard people complain that's all I've been doing lately, and I get it. You're not wrong. What is happening, Grandma? It is 75 miles an hour. That's the speed limit. Not 20. Please, just go. Gas pedal on the right. But yeah, clips are definitely gonna keep happening. Sometimes there'll be more, sometimes there'll be less. I mean, that's just how it is. I am going to be keeping clips set aside that aren't going to be published in the event that I do another like discussion where, for example, the beginning of, I can't even remember what episode that was. It was a recent episode of Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, you are getting past. I can't do this. I can't do this. Your shitty little... Oh, shit. I need to make a right here. Okay, well, anyway, but yeah, so at the beginning of one of the recent Rainbow Six Siege videos I did, I actually used a bunch of clips, stitched them together, and talked over it for a bit. That was really nice how it came out, so definitely going to be keeping clips aside, but I don't know, there's some that are just too funny to hold on to. They need to be seen, so, yeah. But, anyway, I do have something big releasing in 2018 at the very beginning. Like, it might come out before, it might come out after, but here's the magic part. I can't tell you what it's about. It's not a video. It's not, you know, a GTA texture. It is something far greater than that. But I can't speak anything other than that. So just be on the lookout for that. BOLO. That, I mean, that does what that's what BOLO stands for, is be on the lookout. But that's not quite how. That's not the context in which you say it. It's not. Anyway, you get the point. And of course, since I have a new logo, new intro animation is going to be coming with it at the beginning of the year. See, another weird thing. Viewer discretion is advised screen. Oh yeah, see, here's my point right here. See that? Way station, bypass service. That thing stays up. I don't know why. I don't have any map mods. Right? I passed the way station like the game told me to, and it's like, we're not gonna get rid of that message. Okay. Why? But anyway, not the point. The point here, as I'm trying to speak, you know, viewer discretion is advised. Okay? It's a good warning. I mean, it's a very clear warning, very specific warning, telling you, making you aware that there is content in the video that viewers may find offensive, and that it is up to them whether they want to watch. Now, here's a thing. Not everyone does it. And I understand it. I mean, sometimes just knowing the channel, it's an expectation that the content is going to be explicit, that, you know, each video is going to contain explicit content. That's just the way it is. Look at Rooster Teeth. Look at, you know, the achievement hunters. They don't have a viewer discretion is advised screen, but yet you know that their content is going to be explicit, right? Whether it's Michael yelling at Gavin about some stupid shit they did, or Jeff Ramsey screaming away, you know that it's there. But there's no warning about it. So why do I do it? Well, because I don't know anymore. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, and it's kind of a courtesy thing, you know? But what did I pay now? What time is it? Okay, I don't even know what I paid off then. That made no sense. But it's like, yeah, I don't see the reason why I should have a viewer discretion screen. The problem is that it's become such a big part of the channel. You don't really think about it, right? Like it's at the beginning of every single video that I do. But it's so subtle. You know, it's so subtle. It's not one of those things that it takes, you know, 5 minutes to, you know, it's one of those things where you see it, you hear it, and you zone it out. You tune it out. That's what you do. Problem is that it's built in now. It's built into my intros. It's, you know, it's there. And so to remove it, I would have to recreate a lot of things. I mean, not a lot of things, but there would be a bit of planning that would have to be done with it. I'm not sure if it's really worth it. Do I want to include the viewer discretion in the intro, in the channel intro? That is something that I've been thinking about. You know, where it shows the Vectro name, maybe the Fox, and then says viewer discretion is advised. I feel like that could be a way to do it. But the problem is figuring out what to do with that time in which the viewer discretion was. You know, where it was before this whole change. So it's a lot to think about, and like as you would expect with my channel, there could potentially be a little bit of experimenting with it. Because as subtle as it is, it's a big part of the channel. It's a hard thing to actually just get rid of. And part of me wants to keep it there as part of a courtesy, you know, for viewers that may not know my channel, that may not know my videos and how they are. But the other part of me is like, well, a lot of the people that are viewing my videos, that are viewing my channel, they know what's going on. They know what to expect. This shouldn't be there for them. So, I don't know. It's definitely a toss-up, and of course, if you have feedback or any suggestions for me, obviously that's going to be well appreciated. But, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, and it's not to say that I'm not going to redo the intros and everything for all my videos anyway, because, honestly, the beginning of 2018, I kind of want to fresh slate it. You know, I kind of want to start a little fresh. You know, come up with something smooth. I want every video to begin smoothly. I don't want each video to be their own style to the point where you don't know what to expect when you load a video and you don't know how long it'll be before you get into the video. I want there to be limits, guidelines. You know, some series might not even have an intro. Or might just have a really simple intro. And the problem with San Andreas Law, for example, is that it's become an expectation because the whole point behind San Andreas Law was to be different than your average, you know, LSPDFR series. The problem with it is the only thing that's different is that intro. Honestly, that's the only thing that's different. So to get rid of that would be, I mean, pointless. I mean, that would break the series, honestly. It's a matter of finding balance in everything. In all the series, trying to figure out how to do their intros. Music, I'm going to be sticking to non-copyrighted music. That's another, actually, I didn't have that anywhere on the notes. That's not smart. See, when you write notes, you got to be smart about it. You actually, you know, you don't go off script and say some stupid shit or whatever. But, yeah, no, with 2018 coming, you know, very soon, I want to kind of get a little more serious about the music that's used on the channel. Going to be sticking to non-copyrighted or music that I am licensed to use. That means you're going to hear music from No Copyright Sounds. That means you're going to hear a lot of music from Monster Cat, as well as Epidemic Sounds. I'm actually going to try and tap into Epidemic and get some more music from them. Because, I mean, those are outlets that I have at my disposal, and I'm just not really using them much. It's kind of, I mean, it's pointless to have it. So, yeah, especially Monster Cat, because Monster Cat, unlike the others, I'm paying for Monster Cat. I'm paying for that license. So, yeah. You know, there's a lot to consider, a lot to go through. A lot of feedback that I'm going to need from, you know, viewers, from VIPs, from even my staff members on my Discord. So, yeah, we'll see, you know. Changes are definitely going to be happening. It's just a matter of what. Why? And how? Something we just gotta figure out. Alright, so we're coming up to sell goods now. That is our drop-off, I believe. Oh, look at that drop-off. That you're just giving it to me, right? You're just... Look at this. Look at this. All I gotta do is back it up a tiny bit because I kind of sort of overshot it. And bam. That's it. That's it. And drop that puppy off. Alright, well look at that. We did excellent. Not too shabby. So of course, you know, we traveled from Flagstaff, Arizona to Roswell, New Mexico. Drove a total of 547 miles. Took us 11 hours and 48 minutes. Didn't have to stop for fuel. Didn't have to stop for sleep, even. We consumed a total of 103.1 gallons of fuel. Earned us a total of $24,964, as well as 1,380 XP. No damage, no nothing. Did really good. We even ranked up. Or leveled up to level 37. So, well, yeah. That is it, I guess. And of course, you know, with that done, our trip is done. This recording needs to be done. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Worldwide Trucking in American Truck Simulator. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below what your favorite parts were, what topics you, I mean, if you have any feedback, really. Any suggestions, especially, you know, the topics that I discussed in this video, because like I said, this channel would not be here without you guys, and so you guys gotta have a say in it. That's just how it is, right? So, yeah, I mean, seriously, at least think it over. At least just sleep on it, right? Just sleep on it. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are new and you would like to see more content. And of course, join my Discord server. It's the best place to find new content, best place to get early access, best place to play some cool games with some cool people, and of course to hang out with me and my boys. But yeah, my name is Ro, also known as Vectro. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.